Hello, viewers. Whenever you hear the word romanticism or romance, what is that first thing which comes into your mind? This one? Oh, no. This is not at all romanticism. Hello and assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my channel, and I am Mehreen. Today in this video, we are going to talk about a very important movement of history related to English literature, and that is the age of Romanticism. Romanticism is a term loosely applied to a movement in European literature during the last quarter of the 18th century and the first 20 or 30 years of the 19th century. And we all know this 19th and 18th century were called neoclassical ages. And these ages, neoclassical age, was marked by a rejection of the ideals and the rules of classicism and neoclassicism. The age of Romanticism, also known as the Romantic era, was a cultural and literary movement that emerged in Europe in the late 18th century. It was a reaction against the Enlightenment values of reason, science, and rationalism, and it emphasized emotion, imagination, and individualism. The Romantic era was marked by the significant political upheaval also. So before moving ahead, let's talk about some of the most important political events of the era. First of all, French Revolution, which continued from 1789 to 1799. The French Revolution emphasizes on liberty, equality, and fraternity, and it inspired many romantic writers. We can see a glimpse of French Revolution in the writings of many romantic writers. Second important political upheaval was Napoleonic Wars, which continued from 1803 to 1815. The wars had a profound impact on European politics and culture also. We know that whatever is happening around is also evident in the literature of that time. Third most important element or event of that age was Industrial Revolution. The rapid industrialization of Europe led to urbanization, social change, and a growing sense of disconnection from nature. That is why we can see that the Romantic poets and writers lay a great emphasis on a connection between man and nature, because they were going through a disconnection between nature and human being. They were seeing that human beings are going farther from the nature. Now let's talk about how this movement began. The Romantic movement began in the 1780s with the publication of works such as William Wordsworth's lyrical ballads, which were published in 1798. Are you enjoying this music? This collection of lyrical ballads, this collection of poems co-authored with Samuel Taylor Coleridge, is often considered the starting point of the Romantic movement. You know, S.T. Coleridge and William Wordsworth were very fast friends. In some other video, I would definitely talk about the friendship between William Wordsworth and S.T. Coleridge and how did it come to an end. I will discuss it in some of my videos. Goethe is another very important writer of this age. He wrote a novel in 1774, and the name of that novel was The Sorrows of Young Werther. This novel's emphasis on emotional intensity and individualism influenced many writers. many romantic writers. Now let's talk about the well-known poets of that age, because this age is remarked. This age is marked by legendary poets. The first and foremost name is William Wordsworth. Whenever we hear the word romanticism, we name of William Wordsworth comes into our mind. He was a major English romantic poet known for his focus on nature and the human experiences. Solitary Reaper and Daffodils are his well-known poems, which are even equally famous today. Samuel Taylor Coleridge, or S.T. Coleridge, he was an English poet, critic, and a philosopher known for his supernatural and symbolic poetry. Rime of an Ancient Mariner is one of his best poems, and then Kubla Khan is also another. Lord Byron, he was the most handsome man of the Romantic age. He was a Scottish poet and politician known for his passionate and expressive poetry. Though he didn't write much, but he was a famous poet of Romantic era. Percy Bysshe Shelley. He was an English poet known for his beautiful and philosophical poetry. John Keats, another big name. Of Romantic era. He was an English poet known for his sensual and beautiful poetry, and I feel bad for him because he died in a very young age due to tuberculosis, and he saw many tragedies in his short life. He saw his brother dying with the tuberculosis, he saw his very close relationships dying with different kind of diseases in front of him, and he wrote poems for them also. Emily Bronte, an English novelist and poet known for her novel Wuthering Heights and her poetic focus on nature and emotion. And Emily Bronte, they were the three sisters who were considered as the most famous sisters of English literature history. Emily Bronte, Charlotte Bronte, and Anne Bronte. You can check out the full life history of these three sisters on my channel. You will definitely enjoy it. What were the key features of Romantic literature? Romantic writers emphasized the importance of emotion and personal experiences, contradictory to the previous age, which always laid emphasis on reason and scientific research. Nature was a central theme in the Romantic literature, often symbolizing the sublime, the beautiful, and the divine. Romantic writers often explored the world of imagination and fantasy. We can see this imagination and fantasy in Kubla Khan and The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Romantic writers celebrated individualism and non-conformity. A very important feature of Romantic writers was they rejected the formal rationalistic values of neoclassicism. You may call it a rejection or an aggressive outburst against neoclassicism. The Romantic movement had a profound impact on literature, art, and culture. The era of Romanticism was a cultural and literary movement that emphasized emotion, imagination, and individualism. It was marked by significant political upheaval and social change, and it influenced many major writers, artists, and musicians. The movement's focus on nature, beauty, and the human experience continues to shape literature, and art today. The term romance or romanticism has a complex and interesting history. In the Middle Ages, romance denoted the new vernacular languages derived from Latin. There are early suggestions that it was something new, different, divergent. By the 17th century in Britain and France, romance had acquired the derogatory connotations of fanciful, bizarre exaggeration. If we talk about the origin or literal meaning of romance, it originated from the Old French term romance, which referred to works written in the vernacular languages of southern France, often focusing on chivalric and courtly love themes. Over time, romance evolved a broadly described narratives that emphasize emotional, idealized, or passionate love, often set against a backdrop of any adventure or heroic deeds. According to my studies, romance is in fact something which is far from reality, which is beyond the reality. That is called romance. A fantastic world, a world which is full of fantasies, which is far from reality. That is called romance. That is called romantic. So, this was all about romanticism and romance. I hope you would have learned a lot from this video. And if you have any queries, any questions, do write me in the comment box. I would definitely love to answer those questions. And at the end of the video, I again say thank to all the subscribers who come to my videos. And let's meet in the next videos with some new topic. Till then, keep watching my videos, keep waiting for my videos, and thanks for being with Mehreen for such a long time.